Florida is well known nationwide for the incredible reptile diversity made possible by its warm and wet climate. While some of this diversity is unfortunately comprised of invasive species, there are also over 140 native reptiles and amphibians that call this state their home. In today's episode of The Wild Report, we'll meet one of my absolute favorite of Florida's native snakes, the Florida Cottonmouth. Alright everyone, check it out. That right there is an absolutely adorable Florida Cottonmouth. Now obviously this is a baby. This is not anywhere near the full size this species can get. He's probably only about a foot long if he were to actually stretch out. But you can see we're not like in a wilderness area or anything right now. We're actually at a pavilion just at the very start of a very heavily trafficked trail here in the Everglades. So this is a trail that probably hundreds of people visit every day. We've had, dozens of people walk by us just while we were here, not see the snake at all, because he's just perfectly coiled up, absolutely relaxed, kind of in an inconspicuous location in this pavilion. And that's a lot of times how you'll see pit vipers. They expend as little energy as possible, especially cottonmouths and copperheads will just coil up in a place they think is comfortable and wait for something to walk by them to strike at. Now if that's a person and they get startled, that can lead to a bite. So anytime you're in habitat that could be suitable for cottonmouths or copperheads, just be aware of where you're walking. As you can see, they're very well camouflaged. But also, I'm probably 2.5 feet away from him, and he is not paying me any mind. Unless you step on them or harass them, there's almost a 0% chance of a bite. These snakes won't come chase you down or anything. As you can see, I'm respecting his space and he's respecting mine, and that's the best policy for any snake. That's such a cool little guy. After seeing that adorable little cotton, I was fully satisfied with the footage I had. But as we headed back to North Carolina, a much larger individual awaited us at a pit stop in Central Florida. Now, the wind noise in these clips sounds like this. That is the Florida Cottonmouth. Now this... So, I'll just narrate the important parts. Here's the idea. Adult Florida Cottonmouths are some of the largest pit vipers in the state of Florida, second only to the eastern diamondback rattlesnake. Like the juvenile we saw earlier, and as you can see from the habitat around me, these are semi-aquatic pit vipers that spend the majority of their lives near water. Here in Florida, there is plenty of suitable habitat to go around, as well as plentiful prey. Florida cottons have been documented eating everything from fish to eels to other snakes and even young alligators. As ambush predators, they may lie in wait for hours or sometimes days at a time for an unsuspecting prey item to wander within striking distance. Armed with 2 large fangs and a powerful cocktail of hemotoxic venom that destroys blood cells and soft tissues, a single bite is enough to incapacitate most meals. While those predatory adaptations can make cottonmouths potentially dangerous to humans, these are not aggressive snakes and almost never bite without provocation. As you can see, even while I am working with this animal, it's just giving me the classic threat display and not even attempting to strike. If you're going to be exploring in cottonmouth range, just watch where you step when near aquatic ecosystems. But there is no need to fear or attempt to harm these snakes if you see them in the wild. Because they are such large reptiles, cottons are an important food source for top-tier consumers such as osprey, herons, or alligators, and also keep populations of many different prey species in check. Throughout their life cycle, they will have moved from the near bottom to the near top of the food chain, providing energy or population checks for various other organisms along the way. Not only that, they also compete with invasive reptiles for food and shelter. The moral of the story is that these snakes are ecologically important animals that should be respected, not feared. Alright everyone, that's just about it for today's video. I really hope that you enjoyed and learned something new about the Florida Cottonmouth. If you did enjoy, please be sure to leave a like on this video, and consider subscribing to my channel for new, educational wildlife content, coming on Saturday mornings as often as possible. Also, if you haven't already, be sure to check out my Twitter and Instagram pages at The Wild Report, for photos and video clips from my adventures. Thanks so much for watching, and keep adventuring everywhere. This has been Zino, of The Wild Report, signing out.